You're live.
Oh, huge news.
Whoa.
Holy fuck.
Welcome to Louis Learn Stuff podcast. Today, I've got a very special guest.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do.
Stop it.
And I say very special with a capital V.
Oh, capitalized.
Capitalized V. That's the, that doesn't happen often.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, don't insult the other guests you've had on.
No.
They're all lowercase special
Yeah,
guests.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hopefully they aren't listening, but also hopefully they are listening. And
No.
if they are, then
Shout out
take it
to
back.
all of you.
Yeah.
You heard what he said.
Yeah, guys. Sorry. You were also capital V's. I'm a people pleaser. We're all capital V's. Guys, give it up. Here we go. It's Darcy, Moreland.
Oh, stop it.
Woo!
Stop clapping. I can hear you in your fucking apartments watching
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I can hear you all clap. This is too much. I'm embarrassed.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, you. It's good to be embarrassed, I think, because then that shows that you're like humble.
Shame is important.
Shame is very important.
I'm not happy
Yes.
with like the current state. I'm not talking about being ashamed of things that, it's who you are, but like,
yes.
like if you trip on the tube in front of everyone, shame.
Yeah, shame.
Shame indeed.
Yeah. If you are shameless in that moment, I don't trust you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think a healthy amount of shame is good. Maybe too much shame, as you said, like if it's a big part of your personality.
Of course. I'm not coming for anyone's lifestyles. But,
yes.
That's perfect. Be who you are.
Yes.
But like, if you do something silly, then yeah, you need a little bit of shame is good.
Yeah, do you feel it in your body? I feel it in my body.
Oh yeah, I can even just talking. I'm like picturing things right now.
Yeah.
In my head, like I remember, that tripping on the tube, like that. I did.
Yeah.
I fell on the tube.
Yeah.
Like on my ass.
Yeah.
And
where were you? Were you on the actual train or you?
I was on the train.
Okay.
I was on the train, and I, like how it comes to like a sudden stop. And then it like it was the central line, I think, and sometimes the central line, the trains like kind of jolt.
Yeah.
And it kind of jolted, and I was wearing boots.
Yeah.
And I slipped on the train standing up, and there was like a group of boys.
Oh no, that's the worst group.
The terrible group. Famously the worst group.
Yeah.
They were like sitting there, and they must have been like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And I saw a couple of them do like the.
Oh no!
And I was like, "Fuck!"
Oh no!
Oh, this group of guys that I will never see again.
Oh,
I think I'm the biggest loser.
Yeah. And you're like, yeah, you don't want the lads to think you're a loser.
No, you never want the fellas to think you're a loser.
No,
like
that's tough.
They're like top three groups.
Yeah.
Like that's like 16 to 17-year-old boys.
Yeah.
Like if they can wail on you, they'll fucking wail on you, dude.
Yeah.
And then you're probably looking at like, a group of girls that are like in their mid-20s that are like mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mid to low 20s.
You ever mid to low 20s?
Sorry,
like,
I just mean
like it's temperature.
I
get you. We're looking at what's the forecast of the pub today, Lou? Oh, we're looking at a group of girls in their mid to low 20s.
Yeah.
All enjoying an Aperol spritz.
Yeah.
They'll probably move onto the Prosecco later in the piece. Back to you in the studio.
Yeah. That'd be a good sketch. Maybe. Yeah. We don't want other people to take it.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of you. Yeah, remember, you're all lowercase. Special guests. Don't fuck with us.
Yeah, I just noticed you're wearing green and gold, kind of.
Mate, I know.
Green and
it's not like an intentional
light green.
It's not like an intentional thing. I just like the shirt.
Yeah. No, fair.
More than anything else, I like the way it feels.
Yeah.
It's
the
like
fabric looks.
It's a towel shirt.
It's a towel shirt.
Yeah, it's actually having a bit of a renaissance, I think, because it's like a caddy.
Oh yeah.
Shirt.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So like, but they were wearing one. I think the guys in Happy Gilmore too have been wearing these again, because someone the other night was like, "Oh, Happy Gilmore."
Oh, really?
After a gig, and I was like, "What?
Wow.
What? What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Like, that's not
That's
what I'm
cool.
doing. Yeah.
But that's like inadvertently cool.
Yeah. It's just like so retro.
I thought maybe because it was a towel, it was like a water polo shirt.
Oh, you thought it was a water polo shirt?
Yeah.
No, it's a
Just like you could dry, you put it on.
Those do exist though.
Yes, right. Yeah.
They are great.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of those shirts.
Okay. Fuck yeah.
I've always been a fan. I've always been a fan of a shirt that dries you as you.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, because
It's like multi-purpose.
I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're dealing with, but
yeah.
I didn't realize until like not long ago when I was talking to a friend, I was like, I was talking about like getting out of the shower.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh yeah, like I find it quite. Sometimes I'm like, I'll be there for ages drying myself, and I'm never dry.
Wow.
And he was like, yeah, it's because you're fucking hairy, you loser. And I was like, oh, what? Like, you don't have the same problem? He's like, no, I just like tap myself and it's fine.
Oh, wow.
So like, I've always been, I didn't realize that's why.
Yeah.
But that's why I've always been such a big fan.
Right, of the towel shirt.
Of the towel shirt because it dries you. I can get on with my day.
Yeah.
You know?
I never even thought about that, but that is so true. Yeah, I dry like relatively quickly. Like this, I got a bit of a hairy chest.
Hell yeah, dude.
So this part dries slow. This is the most masculine, in terms of drying, this is the most masculine
That's
part
the
of
most
me.
difficult to dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. You say it with your chest, mate. That's what
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
You don't want to lead with I remember I was sleeping with a lady.
Whew.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was sleeping with a lady and she was like, "Oh, I really like," and it was like not going very well. Like,
okay.
like the
sex.
relationship. No,
Oh, okay.
The relationship.
I know. Yeah,
the
sorry.
relationship wasn't going very well.
Right.
And I think she was kind of like a bit sick of me, frankly.
Okay.
And I remember she was like, "Oh, I really like your hairy chest. Like, you're such a man." And I turned around and went, "What about the back?" Just like that, standing there, and genuinely in her, I think I saw the light leave her eyes. Like, she was like, "Nah, that might be the nail in the coffin for this relationship." Like, she was just.
Oh my god!
I just remember it so clearly. Looking, like, the look of fucking disgust on her face.
But did you deliver it with that way? Because that's so funny.
I was like, "What about the back?" She was like. She literally was like, "Oh,"
like, yeah. But I mean, yeah, like it would be hard to come with a like a. I mean, imagine you were like, "What about the back?" And she was like, "Yeah, I fucking." You'd be like, "What?" I was joking.
Actually,
I would. Yeah.
I would have been like, "Actually, I think we should see other people."
Yeah.
Potentially. No,
Yeah.
that's so fair. I actually when I was visiting home last, I actually. Like, I was at the beach and my auntie was there and she was like, "Darcy, like, you need to do something about the back." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "It's fucking disgusting." Like,
oh man,
but
auntie.
No, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Auntie Claire, but Auntie Claire was like, "You know what? Like, I'll go to the shops. I'll get the strips tonight. I'll wax your back. I swear to God, like."
Do you do it?
Yeah, and like. I know it sounds ridiculous, but like I never quite realised just the absolute torment that the beauty industry has put women through. Mate, I was lying on my stomach just in like fucking unadulterated pain as she shredded my back. And also like my whole family was around there laughing. That's why shame's important. Like that was an important moment. Yeah. In my development, I think. Yeah.
So now what do you do? Do you get it waxed?
No,
or it was just
all
the one time.
Yeah, it's just all grown.
Just once.
Yeah, just once.
Yeah.
Which is so fine.
Yeah.
It's all right. I don't mind.
Just going back to the tube thing. What is worse? Like someone going like this, like stopping themselves from laughing, or someone just laughing out loud? What would you have preferred at that moment? During the fall.
Yeah, right. I would have preferred. I think I prefer the straight up laughing.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you straight up laugh,
yeah,
I can connect with you on some level.
Exactly. You can laugh too.
Yeah, I can be like, "Ah, like, what are you gonna do? What? You see it?
Yeah.
Hey."
Yeah.
But I think when people hide the laughter, it's like it's kind of like it's worse because it's kind of like they know.
Yeah.
It's like a visceral reaction to like, excuse me, the idea that like what just happened shouldn't have happened.
Yes.
It's like being at school.
Yes.
And laughing when the teacher's just absolutely going off at you. And
Yeah,
you're like, oh fuck, like
yeah.
I am in trouble. I knew I shouldn't have done what I did.
Yeah.
But I didn't, and now I'm laughing at
Yeah.
a grown man with a degree.
Yeah.
He went to university to be here,
Yeah.
and I'm laughing at him.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's nothing he can do also.
No.
And that made you feel bad also. You feel bad. You're like, fuck, I'm destroying this guy and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. You just know he's going into the staff room.
Yeah.
And he's like, that fucking Louis Pollard, man.
Dude.
Like, why doesn't he like me?
Yeah.
Why?
He's going into the staff room. He's like, I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah. Do you ever just think about like those people, like those moments where they also have to like go through their day, like you know, like when you're at a party or something and you're a bit drunk and you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Like they also have those moments.
Right.
Like after those, like he had to use that teacher uses the bathroom at some point.
Right.
After that lesson.
Yeah.
Like starts washing his hands, looks up at himself.
Yeah.
And it's like, you've made all of the decisions you have made have led you to this point.
Yeah.
Where Timmy Matthews is laughing at you.
Yeah.
From the back of the room.
Yeah. He throws water in his face. And he like splashes water in his face. He's just like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
As he eats his like fucking, as he eats like the fucking meal deal.
Yeah.
At lunch.
Yeah.
It's seeing Timmy's got a packed lunch that looks beautiful.
Yeah. Timmy's like laughing with his friends and you're like, he's fucking talking about me.
Yeah.
And you're fucking 36.
Yeah, you're like 35 years old.
Yeah.
You're like, check your phone.
Yeah.
The lady you've been dating just seen no reply.
Yeah.
And Timmy's just sitting there with fucking spaghetti bolognese in a thermos.
Yeah.
In a fucking thermos because his mum loves him. And you're sitting there just eating a below average tuna baguette.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck, man. Like,
you don't want to make eye contact with Timmy.
It is funny being terrified of kids.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
the idea that it's like, at some point that you're actually aged out.
Yeah.
Of like coolness.
Yeah.
For some people, like
yeah.
And that they look at you.
Yeah.
Like you're wrong.
Yeah.
Like you're from the different planet. Like
right.
You're a part of the different species.
And they're so like certain in their emotions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they look at you and there's no doubt in their mind that you are, and you're like fucking.
It's so funny how confident kids are.
Yeah.
When they're just categorically wrong.
Yeah.
About everything.
Yeah.
Like, they just have It's how you're perceived.
I love this this story that we've created. I'm imagining the guy goes home and his mom calls and his mom's like, "Why aren't you married yet?"
Timmy.
Yeah, and he tries to explain. She's like, "You let a kid fucking laugh at you."
Yeah. What happened? Well, he wouldn't put his book away fast enough, so I really yelled at him, and then he said, "It's not that deep," and I got really angry, and then he started laughing, and that's just not on, Mum. It's just not. I deserve more respect than that.
Yeah. And then
just hear
he's
your
like,
dad.
yeah.
Your dad in the background of the phone, just like,
yeah, he's laughing. His dad laughing. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
His dad laughing.
No.
Yeah.
He's struggling to breathe.
Yeah.
You know his lungs aren't what they used to be.
Yeah. She's like, does Dad want to talk to me? She's like, no, he's busy.
No, he's painting his World War II figurines.
Yeah.
He's had a busy day painting.
Yeah.
painting the setting of the song.
Yeah. Classic. Are you? How do you feel about what age are the kids that you teach?
They're like high school kids.
Are you scared of them?
No, I'm not.
Mm.
I don't really worry about it too much, to be honest. Like, I think at some point you just have to.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah.
Cop it. Like, figure it out or don't.
Yeah.
I do not. Yeah.
I suppose that would be a nightmare job if like you kept going in the whole time. You were just terrified of the kids.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
I think some people are as well.
Yeah.
Which
some
is
of the
like
other teachers.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, there 100% is like. I remember very distinctly being at school and having a teacher, and like, you could just. I always feel bad as well for like teachers who teach those subjects that like, you know, when you get your timetable or your schedule in high school, and like it's, you know, like once a week we used to do like religion and ethics, and like everyone knows it's a bludge, like it's the bludge subject, like you've got to listen in maths and English. The fact that it's on the timetable once a week kind of almost implies to the kids, that like it's whatever. Yeah. And I had this teacher that like, I remember one day there was a boy in our class. He stood up in class and just went, we used to do this thing, it was called, I don't know where it comes from. I think it comes from the name of like an old Catholic woman from Ireland who was called Nano Nagel. Okay. But when we heard that name for the first time, everyone would go, Nano Nagel, just like that in the middle of class. All the time. So a guy stood up in class and like flipped his desk and went, Nanu Nagel! And she snaps. And she's like, get out! Yeah. This is not appropriate. Yeah. And he stood there for maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Oh my God. Before picking the desk back up and sitting. He just never broke eye contact. Oh my God. And sat back down. And I remember that. I remember particularly being like, oh no. He's broken her. She hasn't even acknowledged it. He's just sat back down and got on with his day. Like that's fucking awful. Yeah. But like, I imagine for teachers like that, it must be so difficult. Yeah. Like being like, why don't they like me? Yeah. Oh my God. Why don't they like me? Yeah. And it is that like, I remember that a little bit at school. Like you want, like, there's part of you don't want to see that. You don't want your teacher to get broken. Yes. Because then you're just like, oh, fuck. This is all what's happening. Like, there's no rules. Everything's fucked. 100%. Yeah. It actually is kind of discombobulating to see, like, the person that, like, you know, even if you're not open, like, being respectful. Yeah. To see the person you're meant to respect actually be like, nah. Like, I'm done. Like, kind of like throwing the towel. You're yeah. Like, oh, fuck. Like, it's like Lord of the Flies in here or some shit. Like, exactly. Who's in charge? Exactly. Is it the guy who just was like Nano Bagel? Nano Nagel. The guy who hit the Nano Nagel. Like, oh, fuck. He's the leader now. She sits down. He takes the class. Yeah. Yeah, starts teaching like all his knowledge. Yeah, dude. Whatever. How old was he? 15. Yeah. He's like, all right, this is the best way to get like 50% off chocolate milks at the local store. Yeah. Like, now I'm talking. Now we're talking. Now I know why I come to school. Yeah. Damn. Okay. So and when you're here teaching here, do you teach? Are there more than one teacher in the classroom at a time? Well, yeah, I don't like actually teach. Like so I'm a TA mainly, but I kind of work. I was working with like, you kind of work with sort of
the naughty students or something.
Yeah, well, boys with sort of difficulties. Yeah, of some variety. Yeah. You gotcha. Know? Yeah. Yeah. I just relate to them so much better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Get each other. Yeah. We just get it. You know? Yeah. Boys who get it. But yeah, no, it's good, man. It's nice. I do like seeing kids like get better. Damn. That's wholesome. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Bit too wholesome for me. Yeah. We'll edit that part out. Yeah, dude. No, fuck that. Yeah, actually, fuck the kid. No. Yeah. They might watch this. Yeah, shit. Yeah, no, not fuck that, you know. Nah, they're cool.
Okay, so TA. I'm constantly like looking for new jobs. You know.
Are you?
Yeah, I never really like pulled the trigger on it, but I'm always like, does that person have a better day job than me? Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
Mm.
It's fine. It's
What's it like? Do you have to start early?
It's like an 8. I have to be at
8.
school at 8:00, but I get to leave at 4.
Nice.
Which
do
is
you nap after work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
there's like often like schools with sort of like special education programs will like have like a provision, which is like a room where there's like bean bags and shit.
Damn.
Dude, sometimes like, like on a Friday afternoon, like when you go like Fridays to go to fucking, I don't know, Bristol or Leeds or something to do a gig. It's like, well, I got some time to kill. I'm not going to go home before I get on the train. Just pop down to the regulation room for a quick nap.
Are there like ever other students napping in there?
No.
Okay.
Can't nap with kids, man.
Yeah.
It's like one of the main rules.
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
Probably like top 3 rule.
You can't.
It's like don't nap with kids. That is weird.
Yeah.
No, they all go home.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like.
Yeah.
I'm just like. Oh,
yeah.
Getting a good 45 minutes here if I play my cards right.
In a beanbag also, which would probably be quite nice.
Yeah, and they have like weighted blankets and stuff.
Oh shit.
So you can just like.
Damn.
You just kind of like moss out.
Yeah.
Just.
Damn. Do you ever nap with other teachers?
No.
Are you not allowed doing that?
No. Well.
Or is it just frowned upon?
I think napping at work is frowned upon generally.
Yes, I thought maybe that's
the
case. Yeah.
Like, you can. But we don't usually. It's usually one to a room. I don't know. I don't know what everyone else is up to. Yeah. But I'm napping.
Right. Is it a big room or is it one beanbag?
No, there's many beanbags.
Right.
Many beanbags.
You lock the door or you leave it open?
Nah, I'll leave it open.
Leave it open.
Yeah, it's kind of like an open. It's kind of like an open sort of floor plan.
But probably if someone comes in, they'll probably be like, okay, he's in there.
Yeah. But like usually, one of the ladies that I work with is sitting at her office desk, which is like not far. Sometimes she'll like wake me up. Right. Which is nice because she'll be like, what time do you need to get the train? And I'll be like, 5 o'clock, and so like 4:15, she kind of comes in, just gives me a little tap. And she's like, Das, it's time to go to Leeds. And I'm like, all right. I feel like I'm a kid
one of
again.
the kids, yeah.
And it's like, oh, come on, buddy, it's time to go. I'm like, all right, fuck.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, man.
Sounds pretty cool.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I like the sound of your job. Dude, I got this haircut. Check it out.
Oh yeah, I did notice. I didn't even say anything, bro.
No, don't worry.
Oh, you got that fucking you got that fucking business mullet going on,
Dude,
bro.
I got a business mullet.
Dude, business mullets are there's been a bit of a thing. Did you see that list, by the way? I'm a little bit upset, frankly. Did you see that fucking list?
No.
Of the 100 sexiest Londoners?
No, I didn't see it.
Mate, you'd be on it.
Dude.
With that haircut. No, because like Paul Mescal's on it. Also,
does he live in London?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think it's a guy that's been seen in London once. Like,
right.
They just got hot people and made the list.
Yeah.
But the list is interesting.
Okay.
Because like Mick Jagger's on the list. But he's like 73.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine being like professionally hot? I don't know, like a model or something. Mm-hmm. Like you live in London, you fucking on the Calvin Klein campaigns or whatever. Mm-hmm. And like you open up that magazine just to see like a 74-year-old man has stolen your spot. Yeah. Like that's diabolical. Just being like you're in your you look the best you will ever look. Yeah. And there's like a 74-year-old man who kind of just goes like when he sings on that. Yeah. Is it sexiest? Is that what it is? I think that's what it
sexiest.
was. I think it was sexiest. Oh, is sexiest different?
Yeah, because I guess it takes into account his success and like, rock star and stuff. It's a stretch though. 73.
73 is diabolical.
Yeah. Like what woman is seeing him and being like, damn.
Yeah. Although I think his wife or his fiance. Yeah. I think it's fiance, which is a bit You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Is also on the list, but like she must be in her 30s or something. Fuck, man.
Good on you.
Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger, dude. Yeah, rock star is definitely. That's what's the prime motivation to be a rock star? It's not music.
No,
I don't think.
I think it's to absolutely crush.
I think so.
I think that's all
Yeah.
they do. And at some point, this is the thing that I find so interesting about it, because like, I don't know if you've ever had this, but sometimes, like, have you ever, like, there's like when you meet someone and they're like 6 years, there's like a 6 or 7 year difference.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck? I look at them, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how do you date someone?
Well, how old are you?
27.
27.
Yeah.
So I think 6 or 7 years is a bigger gap for you than for me. Because I'm
true.
32.
32. Hell
32.
yeah, brother. Woo.
So what would that be, like 26?
Oh, that's all.
I think.
Okay.
I think after like 25, things change. Maybe 24. Maybe.
Yeah,
but like early 20s, it's wild. It's like is that what you was talking about?
That's what I meant. I remember distinctly. I was like, I remember I was talking to a lady at a pub once, and she was like, we're kind of getting on. At some point, I was like, "Oh, how old are you?" She was like 21, and then I was like, like true,
true.
And then she's like, we're kind of talking, and she said like one of those things. She was like, "Oh yeah, but like money's not real, anyways." And I like, and all those little things started going off where I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, it's not right now. It's about to become very real. For you, lady. Money isn't real.
Yeah.
Like, like why do we?
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, like we can argue philosophically about
sure.
the concept of trade all day. And the hunter-gatherer society that we built and the way that we kind of progressed, but like. It is real.
Yeah.
All right? I know it is because I just spent fucking £20 on getting vodka, lime and sodas for you and your friends.
Yeah, that's it's interesting when that happens where like with something like age, you'll be having a conversation and then they tell you and then all these like you in retrospect see all these clues.
Yes.
Like you're like, oh shit, yes.
100%.
Yeah.
It's all those things that like I mean, I guess that's like kind of like the basis of what like red flags are, right? Like in a sense, it's like these alarm bells. There are things you ignore.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Because you're like, she's hot.
Yeah. She's hot enough.
This makes sense. This makes sense for me. No, I agree. And you're kind of like, I remember.
Fuck.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
Shit.
Hey. We're just joshing.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're just having fun.
Yeah.
Can't guys have fun anymore?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I agree. Where you're like, you know what? It is kind of weird that. I guess it is kind of weird that she's getting picked up by. She's getting. Yeah. Oh, her ex-boyfriend picked her up after her dad. Yeah, that is. No, but she's pretty, man.
Yeah.
She wouldn't lie to me. Why would she lie to me?
Yeah. My God. My fucking lizard brain just sees a hot girl and it's like, what's a flag? I don't know what a flag even is.
Yeah. Flags are just symbolic, actually. Yeah, like
flags were invented way after lizard brains. How is a lizard brain supposed to deal with flags?
Yeah, what was I meant to do?
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's like for the highest level of thinking.
Yeah, no, but even then, like, what we can categorically prove time and time again. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's like the Stephen Hawking theory of. Have you seen the movie The Theory of Everything?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, that was his wife. or like Oppenheimer,
Mm-hmm.
like these kind of like analytical, and then it's like they're like, I've put together the formula that will change the world, and then it's like hot lady. They're like literally, they're like so focused on thinking they're like hot lady.
Yeah.
Like all of us are lizard brains, dude. All of us are lizard brains.
That's so true.
Like it's just like diabolical how
That's
many
so true.
bad decisions people
Yeah.
make based off the fact. It's just
Yeah.
like they're like, oh, I've got the cure for cancer. Oh, I actually kind of like cancer. Oh, hey, what's your name? Like that's like the whole thing.
Yeah.
We-
Like spills the beaker. Like,
yeah.
well, she thinks I'm smart.
Yeah. Oh, you look really good in that coat.
Yeah. Want to come see my science stuff?
Yeah. Do you like? Have you ever seen like bicarbonate volcano? Like, I can make one of those.
Yeah.
She's like, wow,
Yeah.
you're really impressive. Yeah, I am.
Yeah. I'm making a bomb.
What do you do? I make bombs.
Yeah.
Whoa. You get to decide whether people live or die. Yeah, sort of. Like,
Yeah. Why do all of these people follow your lead? I'm the best at making bombs. Dude, that's so true. That's so true. The most brilliant minds we've ever had. They're like, I like the move you did also. They're like, hot lady. It's like a tick. It's like, just switches something in their brain.
Genuinely, like, we're like only like 3 decisions away from completely destroying our legacies constantly.
Bro.
Like, that's the whole thing. I genuinely, that's how I remember. I saw a fucking tweet the other day of like, it was Elon Musk, and it was like when it was like I'm gonna say maybe like 7 or 8 years ago now, because I don't know if people always remember that, like, Elon, when billionaires weren't demonized, like you know, there was like that period where it was kind of like you pull yourself up by the bootstraps,
yeah,
like etc. etc. Like guys like Elon Musk's like Tesla at one point was like the best, was like a top 3 place to work for like LGBT people, and someone on Twitter actually was like, oh, this fucking woke bullshit or something, and Elon was like, I'm really proud of this, actually, like this is really important to me. And then like he started, you know, he dates fucking indie musician Grimes, and then now he's like, oh, I might just like reshape democracy. Like that's the whole like, you know what I mean? Like the whole thing, we're like 3, and now like, have you seen those DMs where he like sends a lady, he's like, there's like DMs that people have put out there, like, especially the ones that the mothers of his children who like have been scorned, where it's like him just kind of being like, I want to build an army of like like offspring or something, and you're like, that's all it takes. Like hot lady just turns the most fucking
but like, who's he DMing that to?
like just like
randoms.
Like Marga, I think it's like sort of
or
like
his exes.
conservative Christian, like he's like really into like hot conservative Christian chicks, I think.
Yeah.
Which like,
yeah,
I don't not get it.
yeah.
There is something about it.
Bro, yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, it's very strange.
I remember. I do remember before he like became, I guess, what he is now, reshaping democracy. I remember watching. I remember like he was quite a hopeful figure. People were like, oh, this guy, he is just trying to solve some of the bigger problems.
Yeah, and he was he
was like a strong Democrat also.
Yeah, massive Democrat. And I remember there were all these, like, it was like he was thinking about things. Apparently he's always been a bit of a fuckwit. That's what, like, a lot of his partners also, like the way in which he there's something about like his actual role in Tesla and stuff like that, like, is, I think, the subject of debate, like that, like, frankly, he just kind of used the money to like fund it. He like saw the vision, but he's not a visionary.
Right.
He kind of just like positions himself that way.
Gotcha.
But like, yeah, I remember, you know, there was at one point it was like, he was like, well, the planet is going to die. We need to figure out a way. Like, it was almost like he was thinking about things from like that other, from that other angle, where it was like, if the planet dies, like we need to maintain the human population. How do we do that? So like I'm going to operate off that. Like I'm going to operate off that perspective. But like all of a sudden, and then I think he probably used the word gay on Twitter, and someone was like, "You can't say gay," and he was like, "Well, fuck." Like now I just hate everyone. Now I'm just going to be a mean guy forever. But he was like really, I remember. Because he was also like the cool billionaire, because he did cool billionaire shit. Yeah. Like he made a flamethrower. Like what the fuck, man?
Yeah. He was just living his best life.
Yeah, he was like, it's like, I think there's something about, because like if you gave me $1 billion, like that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah.
It's like,
I'm doing some cool shit.
how do I manage, how can I build, I need a car that like it has wings that comes out of the side and I can take off whenever I want.
Yeah.
Like just shit like that. And he was kind of like doing stuff like that. And then all of a sudden he was like, nah, actually I want to focus on efficiency. Yeah. Like I want to cut governments. Bro, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, I remember that like at the time when he was when his whole thing was like trying to solve those big problems. And I remember thinking, like, that's pretty cool. The funny part is also to be like, dude, fucking settle down, bro. Who do you think you are? Yeah. Trying to solve all the world's biggest problems. Yeah. You fucking weirdo, dude. Just chill.
He was, like, massively popular for a second in Australia, I remember, because in South Australia, there was an energy crisis. And his company built a solar farm or a solar battery farm. That kind of maintained the power grid in South Australia. It still might. I'm not really sure. But like, there was something like, there was a crisis, and Elon Musk was like, "Well, I don't want this to happen." And kind of, I feel like he like reached out to the South Australian government and was like, "If you want me to, I can do this." And they were like, "Yeah." And then he did it, and everyone was kind of like, what a nice guy. Yeah. Like, what a good guy.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, and I don't think they talk about it anymore because it's like,
what he became.
Yeah, because of what happened.
Yeah, his story arc. It's interesting. You know Channel 5 News, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew O'Callaghan.
Yeah.
Or Callahan.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Callaway.
So funny that guy being exponentially like more successful than us, and we're like, who the fuck's this? Who's this young kid? Like we're sitting on a like
yeah.
We're just like, oh yeah, that guy, he's doing good work. That young
upstart,
fella. Yeah.
But he was saying like he has this theory on why people fall into like the most toxic movements. And he was saying, and he applied that theory to Elon, and was saying like he lost his meaning in life, like he's like not attached to his family anymore, and he like listed all these things. Why? Because he has this documentary, or like maybe it's a short video where he shows how strongly Elon was like super on the Democrat side, and like met with Obama and all these things, and was like pretty anti-Trump, and then how it just kind of like reversed.
Yeah.
And he went like very strong MAGA.
Well, I feel like that. I think that's a good point. I think there's a lot of that as well. I also think that the thing that we don't do particularly well with guys like that, or people in general, is that like you kind of view some of these guys as like it's almost like they're a brand. Or like that they're like infallible human beings, because
2D.
Because we love to build people up. Like famously, that's what we do. Like that's why there's always so much conjecture whenever someone releases like a fucking historical biopic, because they're like, oh, what? Like people like Napoleon and people like Oppenheimer, or people like even like I don't know, like Abraham Lincoln. You know, like there's always this thing that like we're like, oh, because we know them as, you know, like Napoleon. It's like, oh, he's the greatest military general of all time, and it's like, oh, okay. And then like people are like, no, that didn't happen. Alexander the Great, like same shit. We do.
He's
You're
gay.
Right. Yeah, he's gay. Gay guy.
We're like, what? All these guys who were there just to have a good time are like, fuck.
it's just the theater is just full of guys living out their like fucking daydream.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if I was in charge of the fucking army,
Yeah.
and then like the first scene's just him fucking a dude, and they're like, they're just like popcorn, just popcorn in hand, just like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like how this makes me feel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They watch the whole thing and someone's like, how was the movie? They're like, yeah, it was okay.
Yeah. 100%. I think it's that thing about like you view these guys as infallible. Like people, I think generally tend to go two ways when you fucking scrutinize them. Like especially on that level. Like they either get their back up or they find that thing that they won't cross and then rebuild their whole philosophy around that. Like I think that's the thing about like, you know, when someone says like, I think guys like Elon, who he was always like a massive kind, I think to some extent like a sort of free speech guy, and I think 1,000 times over you get told that you're not, no, like this is, you can't do that, or you can't say that, or you can't discuss that, and then all of a sudden, like for people like that, it changes them because all of a sudden it's like, well, if I can't, oh, you know what, those ideas, the guys that agree with me, they have these ideas that I'm now being presented with their ideas that, like, you know, maybe he wasn't open to before, but he's like, but they were right about this one thing. I know a guy that who was right about the financial crisis in 2008, and he's like a full-on conspiracy theorist now because he was right once.
Right, gotcha.
Like he said, he was like, oh, this whole thing's. He was like he's like a friend's dad. Like, and he's like, oh, he was in finance, and he was kind of like, this is a bubble or whatever. Or, you know, like you know, the Big Short.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That sort of vibe where he was like, no, this is really bad, and everyone was kind of like, yeah, all right, buddy.
Yeah.
And he was right. And now it's like, yeah. So like, obviously, like the 5G, like like kind of like they're inserting it into our brains and stuff, and you're like, oh fuck, like everyone said he was wrong, he was right, and now everyone else is wrong about everything as a result. Like, yes,
I see what you mean. So then in the case of Elon, like in terms of his projects, everyone was like, that's not going to work, that's going to fail, and then he made those into successes. So he trusts himself so much more than he trusts 100%.
I think that's the thing about billionaires in general. Like the whole,
for sure,
dude, we love the narrative. Like narrative is so important. It's like that classic. You know, it's like, oh well, Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of university and they're billionaires. It's like, yeah, they went to Harvard, you fucks. Like,
yeah, they got into Harvard. Yeah, exactly.
They didn't go to fucking Sydney Polytechnic. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But it's like this, or like it's like, you know, it's like, oh, he dropped out of school. He dropped out of school and now he like owns the big company. And it's like, yeah, but he's the exception. Most of the guys that he also dropped out of school with are not doing too well.
Yeah.
Like we love the narrative of it, and I think
for sure.
I think it's nice to feel like you're special, and I think people start to believe it. Like people do believe it. They're like, yeah.
For sure, they believe their own hype. Yeah.
There was one. I remember recently there was one. I was watching a podcast, and this guy was like, well, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And I was like, no, bro. No, that's not true.
What was the podcast?
It doesn't work like that for everybody, man. You're actually an exception to the rule. Maybe frankly, you are quite brilliant.
Yeah.
Maybe you are.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't... I think you think of yourself as being a normal guy. Like, you're not normal.
Sure.
You're the exception to the rule.
And there's so many things that play into it, luck and being in the right place, the right time.
100%. Sometimes it's like that thing of like people of being just what people are looking for, right?
Yeah,
exactly. At the time in which it happens.
Exactly.
I feel like sometimes you kind of forget that like it all it all just happens like that. Like you just, it is what it is. Like there's 1,000 fucking. I mean, everyone has a fucking, you know, like a story that they tell
for sure.
And when you listen to it, you're like, isn't that crazy? Like that you just kind of you consider yourself to have been in the right place at the right time. Like it doesn't always happen for everybody just like that.
Yeah, it's a tough one also because like you kind of have to believe that yourself in order to keep going.
Yes,
you have to be like I will be lucky. I will be special.
100%. You have to. I think that's the thing that like, you realize as well. Like when you spend a lot of time with sort of people that like us, like to some extent, like
for sure,
you kind of like I'm always in awe of some people in how they like. They're just like, no, it's like it's just it's gonna work out for me, and you're like, bro, you did 25 of the worst minutes of comedy I've ever seen in my life, but like you just ate shit for 20, but they have that sort of innate self belief, and I think, or that apparent confidence, like it looks like they're so confident all the time, but it's interesting. I think it's a weird one.
All right, I'm going to go to one of the fan questions because I haven't asked you any of them.
Fan questions.
Fan questions.
Huge.
So I got to do the fan question song. No, 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 no. It's fan questions. I'm still working on it.
Yeah, dude, it's good, man.
Thanks, bro.
It's like a work. I can see the vision.
Yeah. Okay, so what is... Okay, this is kind of a bad one. Fucking hell, are any of these good? Just like,
the most diabolical bunch of fans in the world.
Yeah.
What is your favorite color?
What, like, personality-wise, what is the difference between Australians and New Zealanders, would you say? What differences?
That's interesting. I think there's a it's an interesting one because I think Australians kind of always see themselves as underdogs. But the exception to the rule is their relationship with New Zealand. Like, to some extent, like, Australians like being big brother. Like, 100%. Like, there's something about the way that we kind of deal with them that, like, is definitely where it's kind of like, yeah, that's a good suggestion. Like, good job. Like, it's kind of disrespectful. Like, I've often been like, you know, they're like, oh, Australia. Like, even like, we have this thing. We have a Remembrance Day in Australia called Anzac Day, which is about when the Australian New Zealand Army Corps went to Gallipoli in World War One and got decimated. Like,
shit.
It's kind of considered, especially in like Australian history, as like really, because at that point Australia was 14 years old, so they were
wild.
So they kind of consider it the actual turning point of the Australian. The idea emerged of sort of like the Australian psyche. Like, they don't give up. They're underdogs. They kind of thumb their nose at authority. Like, all these things that, like, if you were to ask someone what do you consider like Australian traits, those are the sort of things that I think they would say. But as soon as we talk about New Zealand, in especially in relation to that, I always feel like in Australia, especially, because I know some guys that from New Zealand who have confirmed this, but like Anzac Day very feels like a patriotic Australian celebration in Australia. In New Zealand, they celebrate both. Like, Australia and New Zealand's work together in like kind of in Australia. I feel like sometimes I hardly remember that.
Right,
New
Zealanders were there too.
Like,
right,
and when you research it, when you like fucking do your research on it, it's like genuinely like there were like more New Zealanders than Australians at the thing. Like there was, or like per capita or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
The percentage of the population who fought.
Right.
It's like, it's fucking mental.
Yeah.
That we like kind of like, yeah, and we're like the heroes, mate. And we went there and got fucking killed by the Turkish and it's like this whole thing. And then like you realize that where there's like, and New Zealand was there too. And we're like, yeah, shut up for a second.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking.
It's all day.
Yeah. Fucking, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, it's Anzac Day, but like, there's a reason the A comes first, you know? Like, but it's really
funny.
weird. But it's, I think, equally, that does mean that like New Zealanders sometimes have a bit of a chip on their shoulder. Like they do, where they're kind of like, they kind of, New Zealand is kind of like, the promised land. Australia is like the promised land for New Zealanders. Like a lot of them come.
Yeah.
A lot of them come over for work and whatever like that. So like for a better life, it's kind of like it's kind of like our Mexico. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like or our Canada maybe. Like depending on how you feel about the comparisons. But like
That's
they
pretty funny.
like this idea that it's like they come for a better life, and it's like and that. Oh, they do the jobs we would never do. And it's like, you know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck? Like, why are we so mean to them, bro?
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. There's a bit of a big brother complex. Australia sometimes I think overestimates its own importance in geopolitics.
Sure.
And I think probably because Australia does quite well at sort of public facing things.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like, we're always the underdog, but we're successful or whatever. Like, I think it kind of, especially in like the Pacific region, where like we consider ourselves to be like heavyweights.
Sure.
But it's like, bro, we're just like backed by America. Like, there's no, we have no power. Like, we'll go to like oceanic conferences and be like, Fiji, you need to pull your head in, and they're like, fuck you. Like, why would we listen to you? And then there's just like the American guy being like, yeah, fucking, we're with them. We're with them, mate. And then it's like, oh shit, okay. But like, and then we feel good about ourselves. We're like, yeah, you can't have a Chinese military base anymore, fuckers. Like, and it's just like, and we act like, and it's literally like fucking the short guy standing there being like, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then his 7-foot mate is standing behind him, and he feels good because he told him to fuck off. And it's like, dude, you're not the reason.
Yeah.
No one cares what you think.
Yeah. That is such a funny image. Imagining, like a delegate or something just being like, Fiji, fucking pipe down, Fiji.
Yeah.
I'm the big dog here.
Oh, Samoa? You want to go Samoa? Like, fuck. It's mental.
I like that. Yeah. That's that. Yeah, I like that a lot. The rivalry with New Zealand.
There's like a huge. It kind of sneaks into like other things, like even like the southern, like the city of Melbourne, kind of it kind of brands itself as like the sporting capital of the Southern Hemisphere. It's like the sporting capital, like. Which it's like, okay, like to be fair, people in Melbourne go and watch a lot of sport, like all the time, like famously, like whereas
that's cool.
You might go, I'm going to go to the pub to watch the game. It's like people in Melbourne go to the game to watch the game.
Epic.
It's like a massive part of the culture.
Yeah.
They call themselves the sporting capital of the Southern Hemisphere, and then you realise the percentage of the world's population that lives in the Southern Hemisphere, and you're like, that's like being the fucking best reader at the school for the blind. You know what I mean? Like, it's like 7% of the world's population. Yeah, we're number one. You're like, all right, that's good, buddy. Like, keep going. Like, but
what are the sports that? Because I know, like, isn't it like different regions of Australia, different sports are big, right?
Yeah. So like, you've got the two major winter sports are rugby league and AFL. And AFL is massive in Victoria, Tasmania to some extent, South Australia and Western Australia.
Like Perth.
Yeah. Which is like, probably like 60% of the country. And then rugby league is more popular in New South Wales and Queensland.
Right. And where's Union popular?
Union is interesting
Yeah.
Although I suspect that we're about to have a bit of a renaissance
Mm-hmm.
in Union. But Union, generally, it's Queensland and New South Wales.
Mm.
It's got like a little foothold in Western Australia, which is quite interesting. But like most of Australia's players come from 2 states, really. It's changing a little bit, which is nice. But yeah, Union's been like the 4th most popular sport in Australia for a while because the Wallabies have been pretty bad, and the Wallabies generally are supported by, or have been traditionally by like sort of like the middle class, and then no one hates losing more than the middle class.
Yeah.
So they like rugby league fans.
Yeah.
Rugby league fans show up. Doesn't matter. Like they'll be angry and they'll be upset at the organisations or whatever. But like you're always going to have, like there's always going to be a team in Western Sydney where like people show up every week, 40,000 to watch the rugby league. But when the New South Wales Waratahs are bad, like people are kind of like, eh.
Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen the crowds.
Yeah. It gets a bit like that.
Yeah.
It's the same with the Aussie rules. Like, there's so many Aussie rules teams in Victoria. Like,
is that where Sydney is?
No, Sydney is in New South Wales,
right?
And then Victoria, and you've got Melbourne. Melbourne has so many AFL teams. But like when you look at the membership numbers for some of those teams, you're like that like border each other. You're like, how the fuck do you do that? Like that's incredible. But people show up even when they're bad because they just do. Like there's a couple of teams. There's a St Kilda team that like is like categorically awful or awful for long periods of time, and you're just like, there's always people at the MCG watching, and you're like, how the fuck do you even manage to do that? Like
that is interesting.
There's a demographic.
I feel like Australians are like naturally competitive. Maybe that's and also like a good time. So it's like a good combination of.
There's definitely culturally also. I think it's fascinating even just like the difference between there and here. Like I was always quite fascinated by the lack of emphasis placed on like junior sport here, and I think it's a geographical and a climate thing. Like you're like I've always been. There are so many people who are brilliant, sort of artists here, like painters and writers and things like that. And I think it's because when it's dark half the year, you have to nurture other skills. In Australia, like if you've got the choice between going and kicking the footy at the park with your mates or like painting, like you choose fucking footy in the park every day of the week, right? Yeah. And I think to some extent, like that's also part of what happens. Like
I think it's similar in South Africa.
Yeah, I was going to say
it's quite like a people would label it almost like a jockish culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's very much the same. I think there's also like a Australia's interesting in that like there's like a tall poppy.
Yes.
It's like there's this sort of everyone needs to be cut the minute you try to do something different or something it's changing a little bit to be fair, but like or put your hand out and say like, oh, I'm good at this thing. People are like, oh, are you? Oh, we'll see about that. Like, it's quite interesting. Like, there are a bunch of people like kind of famous-ish people in Australia that people have kind of a bit of a problem with, and I think to some extent it's got to do with the fact that they're quite confident in their own abilities. I think even sports stars sometimes like I think that's the thing I find so fascinating about like American humility. Like LeBron James can be like, I am the best player in the fucking world, and then like also like donate to a school, and people are like, he's so humble. Like some guy in Australia being like, I'm the best player in the world, like no one gives a fuck what else you do after that. It's like, oh, is that so, mate? Well, here's a highlight video of you getting knocked the fuck out 3 weeks ago. I'm just going to play that on repeat. Like, genuinely, it's like, no, you don't say that about yourself. How dare you?
Right.
How dare you do
Right.
that?
Yeah, I've noticed that with I think I've noticed that like a similarity with New Zealanders and Australians in like post-match interviews, just being like very, very humble.
Oh, 100%.
Like
New Zealanders are famously humble.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a great book about the All Blacks and their sort of like that sort of period of dominance that they had, where they talk about, that's the idea of like you sweep the sheds.
Yes.
And it's, it's sort of the concept that like you're a guardian. You're actually a guardian. You never own a jersey. Like you're just a guardian of it. So you don't, you're actually just waiting to pass it on to the next person. And in that sense, it means that, well, you're not special because you're here. You're special. It's a responsibility, not a privilege. And I think you kind of see that, like the sweep the sheds thing. Fucking, they stay and clean up the sheds. After the game before they party or whatever. Is like kind of ingrained in sort of like the New Zealand psyche. Yeah. And like they're really proud of that as well.
Yeah. It's quite funny to be proud of being humble.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. Well, I think that's part of it. Like it's it's part of their sort of psyche. That look at, we're such nice guys, man. It's like your mate. It's like your mate who can't get a fucking date, and he's like, but I'm like such a nice guy. It's like, oh, what'd you do? He's like, well, like, I fucking held the door open for her, so like, why doesn't she love me? Is that it? Yeah. Is that your whole thing?
Yeah. I cleaned up.
I did the dishes. Yeah. What more does she want?
All right, that was nice. Okay. I'm trying to find a good one.
That's all right, man.
Oh yeah. Did you see that video of the Australian politician the other day? He's like wants to fight the guy.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah.
So he's from Queensland, which is where I'm from.
Okay.
So Bob Katter is the most interesting Australian politician that's like ever lived. Yeah. So he's from North Queensland, so he's like from the tip of Australia, like the big.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So he's from around there, and he's like a big farmers' rights guy. Yeah. So it's really weird when you kind of look into his past. Yeah. But like he's like very pro working class, like supportive of trade unions, etc. But also like weirdly suspicious of migration. Right. But he's like a Christian conservative socialist.
What?
Like, it's So like he has these sort of, but also like massively about like the freedom of the working class and the individual to make their own decisions. So like his politics are so fucking all over the place that sometimes he like because he's had one of these before. Okay. So
yeah, I mean he seemed like the type to.
This is great. So he had this one where someone asked him about gay marriage. Okay. And he said, "Oh well, let 1,000 blossoms bloom as far as I'm concerned." And then in the same sentence he goes, "But I ain't spending any time on it because every 3 months someone is ripped to death by a crocodile in North Queensland." Like, and he was like laughing and giggling, being like, "Yeah, well, people are entitled to their own sexual proclivities as far as I'm concerned, but I ain't spending any time on it because every 3 months someone is ripped to shreds by a crocodile in North Queensland."
What does that even mean?
He was just like, "What?" Like he was having, and so this thing the other day was, I believe, in relation to.
I watched it this morning.
There was something about
his heritage.
Have you seen the? No, but
I haven't seen the full thing. No,
the full thing. So the reason he's so fired up, is someone asked him about migration. Sure. And he kind of tied it loosely to Hamas. like he kind of brought up October 7, and he was like, "Oh well, if people come to our country, like they have to buy into the Australian way.
Sure.
So, I guess the implication of the question that guy asked him was like, but Bob, like you came from a place, like your family's from a place that like isn't traditionally perhaps, although there's a huge Christian community in Lebanon, but they're like that when sort of these religions have coexisted or to some extent, and he clearly seeing where it was going, he's gone buck wild. Just I've punched blokes in the mouth for saying that.
Yeah.
Just like,
that's irritating me.
That's irritating. That really irritating. I love hearing his voice break. That really irritates me.
Yeah. It's so funny that he's like slightly aware of his emotions and his response is, I'll hit you in the face. He's like conscious, he's self-aware, like, yes, I feel that in my body and I'm gonna fucking punch you. Don't do that.
I just love the whole video is hilarious, but the one that the bit that gets me is just watching his two like aides
in the back,
just being like oh, fuck.
And they can't do anything.
He is a singularity. Like, because I saw people online. I was reading comments and they're like, "Oh, what? So like they have their own Trump now?" And it's like, no, dude, this guy is wild. Like I can't even begin to explain. Like he doesn't have any. He's interesting because he has his own party. They call Katter's Australian Party.
Okay, is his name Katter?
Yeah, Bob Katter. Yeah. The Honourable Bob Katter MP.
Nice.
If he sees this, I might even get a fucking message from him like, "Oh, this irritates me, you know? You're talking about me on a podcast, it irritates me." But like he doesn't have like mainstream support, and because he is like he has a bit of a cowboy persona, so people take him seriously. Like he fires up sometimes in Parliament. Like he'll be like, they'll be talking about some bill and they'll be like, "In these big parties, they don't respect the working man." And there's even he's kind of floated the idea of North Queensland independence before. Like there's like a whole thing like where he's like they don't care about us in the cities. I don't care about them either. Like
I love how fired up he gets.
He's a fucking mental dude. But like he just it's just peak. Watching him fire up, but he's also like, but to kind of write him off as like a hick is also like unfair. Like sometimes you see it sometimes as well. Like there'll be like a press conference or something, and he's like talking, and then all the comments will be like, "Wait, why is Bob making sense?" Like Bob's spitting right now, dude. Yeah. He'll be like, "I think people should get a basic allowance from the government. I think it's important that we give people the help they need." And you're like, "Oh." And then he'll be like, "The fucking frogs are gay." and you're like, "What?" The same sentence, bro?
Yeah. I mean, that let flowers bloom.
Oh, let 1,000 blossoms bloom. It is.
I'm not spending any time on that.
Yeah, but I ain't spending any time on it. It's like one of the all-time. It's just one of the all-time great Bob Katter moments, and like he's had a few, and like he kind of speaks like he's a Shakespearean character, like doing a monologue in the sense that like he doesn't really pause for sentences, so he'll be like, "Yeah, so listen, like I was just down at the pub the other day. Have you seen the prices of a fucking beer these days? It's ridiculous. This is the country that we're living in now, where beers are $10. I've never had $10 beers since that time I went to the RSL and got the 2 for $10 in 1975. Now that was one of the best years of my life." And you're just like, what is going on?
It's almost like he goes up like in emotional waves. Like he starts on that and then he goes and then he goes back down, and
100%.
Yeah.
He has like this really and then he'll get like halfway through and then he'll like crack a joke and you'll laugh, and then he hits you with like the most serious thought or profound thought that he's like ever had, where he's like, he'll be like, "Oh, and of course, I love to watch the rugby league, but I don't like what they're doing on the field." And you're like, Okay.
He's so strong. He's so strong, and he's like a kid in that way. He's like so strong in his emotions.
It's mental, and you can see it as well. The Prime Minister was asked about the press conference because, and he was like, "I like Bob. He's good, but Bob took it too far." And it's just like the most reasonable. Like everyone has come out and been like, "We love Bob, but you can't threaten to punch journalists. Like that's not."
Yeah, it was like he was like, but it was back to like the old days, you know, the Wild West kind of.
It felt genuinely like, it's like one of those episodes of like Peaky Blinders where they get involved in like fixing elections.
Yeah,
it felt like a standover man. He's like, I used to cut blokes like you.
Yeah. He forgets where he is.
100%. It's like he walked into the town's newspaper and like flipped the desk and was like, "How dare you write a story about me?"
Yeah. He forgot what laws are these days.
Dude, it's so funny as well because like he has genuine sway.
Yeah.
Genuine sway in Parliament, and he's just like, "I'll fucking punch you."
Yeah, it's funny in the video. He's like, "I've punched loads of guys in the mouth." It's like, okay,
and we believe him.
Yeah. We're like, yeah, I bet. Yeah.
And then the follow up when the guy was like, "But you like told me that once." I didn't like do any like he's like, "But Bob, you said that to me." He's like, "That irritates me."
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. The guy's like, "I don't understand why he can't bring that up." He's like, "I just don't want to talk about the subject."
Yeah. He released a statement. I wonder if it's still on his Instagram, but it was like he just didn't acknowledge at all that he had
that he'd fucked up.
Yeah, that he'd fucked up, or what he did was inappropriate. Bob Catter MP. No, he's taken it down. Let me see. Look, okay. This is his website.
Okay.
Right? Bob Catter, member for Kennedy. His tagline is Bob Catter, wisdom, mongrel, patriot.
That's sick.
I don't think there is a better fucking 3-word summary of a man. Mongrel.
He knows himself.
Oh, dude.
He's self-aware.
Well, that's the thing. Like, he is self-aware. I think that's the most important part, you know? Like, he knows. He also doesn't give a... He's also in this, like, unique position in that I don't think... Like, he really gives a fuck about the people that he gives a fuck about. Like, the people in North Queensland, like, farmers of that particular persuasion and stuff like that. And I think, like, it means that you don't have to... He doesn't have to be nice to anyone. Because he's just like... It's like, no, I know what I care about. That's it. Like, he doesn't really bend. He just goes, no, I fucking hate that idea.
Yeah.
That's a terrible idea the Prime Minister's put forward. And then the Prime Minister has to be like, well, you know, Bob's entitled to his opinion. And Bob's like, yeah, he's a fucking schmuck. I wouldn't have a beer with him. And you're like, oh, okay.
Damn. I like it. Yeah, they definitely respect it.
It's a really interesting thing because, like, he's like... It's like... He's such a unique and complex political character that it's kind of like... Because sometimes you see people, like, paint him... Like... He also has, like, a lot of respect for Indigenous Australians, and there's, like, a real, and I get that I don't know, but I get the sense that they're quite fond of him as well, and it's really weird because, like, he's such a complex political character that, like, you know, sometimes people will be like, oh, you know, we'll, like, label him as something, and it's like, yeah, but he did that thing in the 2000s, like. He led that thing in the 2000s or something that, like, like he really stood up for those. I don't think we can. It's quite difficult to kind of
put him in a box.
In a box, and because he does crazy shit and says crazy shit, you're like, he's passionate about everything. So you're like, I think he believes this. I think he genuinely does.
That's interesting. What were you gonna say? I think we'll call it there.
Hell yeah.
We did a good clean hour and 15.
Hour 15.
The perfect perfect amount.
Yeah, 75 minutes of power, mate.
Literally.
That's so
Power. Anything to plug? It'll come out on Monday.
good. On Monday?
Yeah, quick turnaround.
Huge news. Do I have anything to plug? I don't have anything to plug at the moment. I mean, you can follow me on Instagram at Darcy Moreland. I might be doing a work in progress show in London in October.
Fuck yeah. Whereabouts? Do you know?
Can't remember.
Can't remember.
No, we're sorting out the.
Yeah. You and Donny T?
Nah, just me, bro.
I liked your promo.
Thank you, man.
Very
I was
funny.
a big fan.
Yeah. It was Donny T. Not.
Nah, Donny didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Donny wanted me to. Donny obviously likes to list his accomplishments. Shout out Donny T.
Shout out Donny T.
But that's not really my style.
Yeah.
Is it? So, he, when we were coming up with promo, he was like, "Oh, we should do something like this," and I was like, "I think I might just undermine you."
Yeah.
I think that might be funnier.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it definitely it worked, and Donny allowing that to go on socials.
Oh,
I was like,
boss move from Donny, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I was
boss
like,
move from
big man,
Donny. No, I love Donny, man.
Yeah.
He's a good. I don't care what they say about him.
No.
Not that anyone's.
No. Saying anything.
But
Donny T's got to come on the pod.
Shout out Donny T.
Yeah. All right.
Well, it's been fun, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Great.
Oh, hell yeah.
See you guys.
See ya.